is the one and only Tavius Bernard. We got him here in the Rooster Studio today. Welcome, Tavius.
Good to be back. Good
Dude,
to be back.
Thanks for coming back on the show. For those of you that don't know, Tavius was on season 1.
I believe it was episode 14.
I think so. But at any rate, if you haven't heard that episode, make sure to go check that out, because you'll notice from that episode to this episode, big old contrast.
Very different sound.
Very different sound, man. So that song we just heard was called Lord Calvert. Tell us a little bit about the new style, the new sound, how, what you're drawing inspiration from. How did this new sound come about? Because it shocked the hell out of us, and we love it.
I will be a quarter of a century old in like 6 months.
Okay.
And I don't know. I feel like it's time for me to finally grow up sound wise, because like I don't want to like shit on the hip hop guys or anything, but we all can't use 808s. We all can't use the same like Lex Luger and Metro Boomin drum kits. Like we gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
So this was me sitting down, playing the drums, like figuring out what I sound like, what I want to sound like, and I'm not like mad about what I sound like.
Dude,
this
we're
is
not
it.
either.
Neither are we.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, really.
So this whole song started with a drum beat.
Oh yeah.
Do they normally start with drum beats?
This particular album is gonna be like different because like the whole live drum aspect kind of changes everything up. But most of them were me like sitting down like, okay, let me try to play something. It's gotta be like precise, but like not too like cliche.
Yeah.
Like the whole disco thing, that like if I was gonna do something like that, I'd have to spice it up a little bit, kind of, and then build the song around it. So that's basically what it was, like building everything from the ground up.
Yeah.
Tell me about Lord Calvert.
Yeah, where did the name for that song come about, man? Were you just playing some medieval video games and you were like, no?
This came from being broke as fuck. You see, when you live check to check, or what did I call it? I call it experimenting with poverty.
Okay.
So when you're experimenting with poverty, but you want to like live a little, you can't drink off the top shelf. So you got to find some bottom shelf stuff
Like
you
some
like
Southern
can
Comfort.
tolerate.
Yeah. No.
Some of that homemade vodka.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. Currently experiencing that now.
Yeah, dude.
But Lord Calvert is like Canadian whiskey, and everybody thinks it's gonna be trash because it's like $7 for the 750. Like the 7. What is that? What's that called?
That's
The
a fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody thinks it's gonna be trash, but I have put many of my friends down with that bottle.
Oh, okay. I might have to try me some Lord
He's
Calvert.
brushing his shoulder off.
Yeah. No, I mean, I kind of want to try it. I've never had Lord Calvert. Now I kind of want to have it.
Now we have to serve it at the Rooster when we get
do.
open. And
We'll call it the
Nah. Don't name that after me, because I have my own drink.
Oh, okay.
My drink of choice is Blue Raspberry Mad Dog and gin.
That sounds good.
But that's drink number one. When I want to feel bougie, it's port wine and gin.
That also sounds
port wine and gin.
sounds crazy.
Where in the world did you decide to mix those two? How'd that come about?
I don't remember. I think I was watching like a Billie Holiday documentary and someone was like, oh, she used to drink port wine and gin. And I was like, she's a real one. I'm gonna try that.
And it turned out to be good.
Oh, that shit slaps.
Doug, you ever had that?
No.
BDJ?
No, I've never had that. I generally drink the obscure, hard to find, really weird bourbons myself.
He is a bourbon man, you know.
I'm the bottom.
Apparently, I'm not a vodka guy.
Yeah, not at all, man. Yeah, stick to the bourbons for sure, man.
For those who don't know, we keep referencing the vodka. Our man BDJ on the computer over here, he makes bourbon. And he makes some damn good bourbon.
Yep.
And I love vodka, and I think he may have gotten inspired by my love for vodka to try to make vodka. And he failed miserably.
It was definitely an inspiration, and it certainly did not live up to its inspirer.
And
Well, I mean, I guess it's only fitting that my vodka would be disgusting. I'm a pretty disgusting human being. So.
Nah, dude, it's just he didn't use potatoes. You know, that's what it was.
You know that after researching, because I did a lot of research in trying to find a really good recipe, because it was a goal of mine to have something that Michael would like. That was really and truly where the inspiration came from. So and I got to looking at all these different recipes, and really only about 5% of the vodkas in the world actually use potatoes as a main ingredient or an ingredient at all.
I guess most of the potatoes go to making French fries, but what do I know? One thing I do know to get us back on track.
Yeah, we're going well.
Is that I'm loving this new sound, man. I can't stop talking about it, and it makes me wonder, like, because I want like a list of these songs. I want an album of these kind of Tavius songs. You mentioned this new album is going to be different. Tell us a little bit more about the new album. Do you have an album name? Do you have a potential release date? Get us hyped up, man, because I'm already hyped. I just want more of it.
Well, y'all know me. My hero was never one to be upfront about everything. Prince, he was always mysterious. The pop-up shows, the dropping albums randomly. I will give you a little hint. Everything's off of my SoundCloud, so if you know what that means, you know what that means.
All right.
Yeah, it's going straight to Dat Piff.
Oh,
Throwback.
site's still up.
I started after our interview last time. I started following them on Instagram.
Oh, Dat
And
Piff.
yeah, I mean, they're still active. They're very active.
That's
There's
crazy
a lot
to
of
think about, dude.
wild, weird stuff going on their Instagram.
Yeah,
That's
man.
a lot of cool stuff.
Well, speaking of wild, cool Instagram stuff, when can we see some of that dropping? Though you did just drop a new music video, but
Yeah.
for an older song called "Slow Love."
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that experience making the music video for that.
In my head, when I did the song, I wrote that song 6 years ago, come April or May. And in my head, when I was writing it, I vividly remember the overcast day for the video. Mm-hmm. Now, overcast, but not dark.
Yeah.
And it was just out the blue. Zebo hit me up. He was like, hey, somebody canceled. You want to shoot a video this Saturday? And I'm like, yeah. A couple days later, everybody's talking about a snowstorm. And I'm like, fuck it. With beauty comes pain. Because I know it's going to be cold. So we get there, and it's cold. Wind is blowing because the snow is about to come in. And I'm just sitting there trying to make the best of this video. And, we did it.
Well, you didn't look like you were freezing cold in the video at all. In fact, it's a very well done video. And shout out to Zebo.
Shout out to Zebo, yeah.
For doing that and for really just creating a lot of content for I guess local artists. But I did notice that Zebo is mainly shooting more rap and hip hop music videos. More into that, more versed into that scene.
I mean, it comes with the area. Guys have been hitting me up a lot recently with budgets that are crazy. I know I make good music. I mean, I try to stay humble about it, but the sound and my budget are two different animals.
They haven't caught up to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can't just give you my rent and be like, okay, shoot this music video.
Yeah.
Zebo is budget friendly. He's professional. He's just the guy to go to.
Yeah.
And I like that he's building up a repertoire of people from the area.
Yeah.
Because we all communicate, we all repost each other's stuff. It's a team built around your favorite videographer.
That's pretty terrific.
It's exactly our philosophy on how we build this scene up.
Yeah.
That's why we like guys like Zebo and guys like Tavius. And that's another thing I wanted to bring up. Zebo, you said Zebo, he does mostly hip hop and R&B stuff, but I mean he did work for us for the Battle of the Bands we went to, and that was all hard rock stuff, and he did a fantastic bang up job with that video.
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't give him much to work with, but he still made it good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True.
I don't remember the last time a country guy or a metal guy approached me at Walmart with a mixtape.
Right.
I don't know what it is about that scene, but they're not really going as hard as these rappers are.
Well, I haven't cut mine yet, so you just wait. Let me know which Walmart. I'll be there waiting on you.
Exactly, man.
I'm
there's
never
one-
going to Myrtle School Road.
No, you mean Murder School Road?
Yeah.
Well, one aspect of the business is, you talk about niche, and specialties. There's certain production companies, there's record labels that are really good at this one thing, and I get that. Like if you're a great hip hop producer, produce
with
hip hop.
that, yeah.
Don't try to make country music when that's not your thing.
Yeah.
You say that till you hear this album. Like The Ride is a country song. I don't care what anybody tells me. It is a country song.
Well, the point that I'm making is that, like, guys like you and other artists that we talk to, they kind of stay in their lane because that's where the people that know how to get them to the next step is.
Yeah, and I don't think that new sound is out of your lane to that point, not at all by any means. You doing something different is amazing.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful, and that's the kind of thing that we want to help foster and create at the Rooster. That's the reason why we have so many different types of music here on the show.
Exactly.
Is because I see, you talk about, envisioning your future, or what do they call it when you
Manifesting.
When you try to manifest, and I think a lot about those nights, where it's not a weekend where we're doing singer-songwriter open mics, and we get, two guys that have completely different sounds that start a conversation, and next thing you know, they're making music together, and it's like, whoa, that happened because we gave them this opportunity.
And you know what that makes me miss? Zoe's.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. to Zoe's.
Yeah, shout out to the Zoe's crew.
Just another good example of the man coming in and crushing the music scene.
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, I bought this building, so they can't piss me off. They can't turn me into a wine.
Oh, no, I'll be out there shooting guns at like 4 o'clock in the morning, making sure the property value stays down.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Gentrifying what?
Yeah.
Look, I'll put my truck on cinder blocks in front of the venue. Like, y'all want what? Property value what?
That's all we can ask
Hold on,
for,
I
man.
need that value to go up a little bit.
Exactly.
No, but your point's well taken.
Yeah.
Because most of the other community or suburbs around Charlotte were turned into manufactured neighborhoods. I mean, you've got basically 15 Valentines around Charlotte and Gastonia.
Yeah.
Gaston County. They're trying to do it with Belmont, but Belmont keeps it pretty real. It's still pretty redneck out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North by God Belmont.
But yeah, I don't think. I think that there's too much personality in Gastonia to have it turned into a soda sopa.
Yeah. You can't squander what's there, man, and there's so much here.
Yeah.
My thing is, these neighborhoods that they're building up in, like, yeah, it's cool that they're trying to improve everything. Like, I get it, but, and I'm trying to find the polite way to say this.
Well, you got to keep the soul or the characteristics, the personality. There's a way to make your community better without losing its identity.
Yeah. But like you can go and buy a $20 mixed drink and then come outside and there's some homeless dude like asking you for money, and like that's just, I'm not talking about Gastonia like bad, but that's just the reality of where we're at now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're building that place up, but the homeless problem and the drug problem is coming in fast. Like, I was doing something last week and I saw them clearing out a park, and I was just like, yeah, it's sad. It had just snowed and the snow had melted. That's another thing. Like, rent's too high, homeless people everywhere, and it was very cold a couple weeks ago. Like, it's I don't know. The priorities in the city just don't look right to me.
Well, that's a problem anywhere you go.
Yeah.
That's not singular to Gastonia and Gaston County. In fact, we have it pretty mild compared to some of the other parts of the Southeast.
Yeah.
No.
And it's real, and as sad and as real as that is, it's a real problem. And there are a lot of great people doing a lot of good work. Shout out to my people at the United Way and the Salvation Army. I know these people. They really do care, and they do the best they can for to help the people in those situations. And it didn't help. Building the ball field helped, but it hurt. I get it.
Yeah.
I know what you're
Yeah.
saying, but at the same time, it's one of those rising tide lifts all ships situations, because with this new development does come new jobs and new opportunities for people to get themselves in a better situation.
Oh yeah.
But you're never going to I don't want to victim blame or anything like that, but you're never going to get rid of that problem. There's always going to be people that care more about whatever that vice is or whatever it is that brought them down to begin with than they do, making a better life for themselves. And as sad and as real as that is, I hope we like we're talking about manifestation. I've even had the thought, because when we were demoing the building, we were in there doing demo to the floor, and a homeless guy walks in. And I'm over there. I didn't hear anything. I've got this jackhammer going. I'm like this, and I happen to look up, and there's a homeless guy walked in. And I was like, "Hey, bro," I was like, "You can't be in here. God forbid the piece of concrete flop, hit him in the head, and then bam, there's no rooster, right?"
Yeah.
But I started talking to him, and he told me he was homeless. He's looking for some help. And you know what I told him? I said, "Come back when we get open." I said, "I'll put you on.
Yeah.
If you want to work." And so there's a lot of people doing a lot of good for that kind of thing. And I get your point. Your point's well taken, but I don't think we have to worry that much about it in Gastonia, because there's still too many people buying the property that are native to here. Like now on the other side of the county, that's not the case. You got a lot of investors that are buying up property that aren't from anywhere around here. But downtown Gastonia, for the most part, you're seeing a lot of locals invest in the property down there. I don't know how the hell we got on this subject. This has nothing to do with entertainment.
It was Tavius's fault, man.
My bad.
We're skating on that ice of politics. And
Yeah, God forbid I say
think we need to
something that pisses somebody off.
Slip back just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly, man. I'm ready to get back to talking about this new sound, man.
All right. Ask me questions about the sound. Ask me all the questions.
So where are you practicing at? Like, because you're
Practice.
We're talking about practice.
We're talking about practice.
Not the album. Practice.
Yeah, I want to know where are you writing this music at? Like, do you have a place that you can go record at? Do you team up with anybody? Or you
My
do
house.
all this by yourself? You do it in your garage?
Sometimes we play music at my house.
Okay.
I kind of moved out of that house I was sharing with my cousins back in like July. But then I immediately caught COVID. So I've been in this trailer from about the end of July to now. And I know I look good and I sound good now, but I did not feel this way 2 weeks ago. I'm literally on like day 8 of being back in my, I can box a centaur mode.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been
I love his metaphors.
I did too.
chilling.
What do you think, Doug? It's good?
I like it.
Cool.
This was me, the monk, healing, writing songs while being shit broke
Oh, man.
and recovering.
Have you been able to get out and play at all before you got COVID? Have you not played any shows recently?
This isn't even his final form, is what he's saying. This is all coming from like shutting in and making all the music, and then when it comes out, he's not even going to give you a release date. You're just going to get this album dropped on your head, and it's going to be amazing.
So we're still in that chrysalis stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Where we're forming our beautiful butterfly.
Exactly.
All the heartache and hardship and pain are putting all that
Put in
pressure
the
on you,
songs.
turning him into the diamond that he is.
Exactly.
I get
man.
it. I know exactly what that feels like.
I think that's the vibe of the album. It's a diamond album. You know what I mean?
Like,
Pressurized.
to be honest, this album literally is the end of September to like the end of December. Because for the first time in my life, I got to go to Charlotte and like interact with other musicians. Like,
You told me about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really drop any names, but like,
It was like an expo.
if I go to Charlotte to work with a rapper's friends, which rapper did I go to Charlotte to hang out with his friends to make music? Don't say any names, but anyway,
Yeah.
I was out there and I've been learning, I've been watching, and I've been adding that to what I do. And that really got me thinking like, okay, it's just me in this studio. It's just me. Like, I can't ask somebody to come in and like play drums over here, or like, can you add this part here? I have to do that. So like, yeah, it's a lot of pressure, but at the end of the day,
Are you saying
it's just the
that's
workflow.
Are you saying that's by choice that you want it that way?
It's kind of 50-50. Like I reach out a lot and everybody's like, "Yeah, we'll do it." But then things come up and like that's time. And it's like very valuable time. And like literally, I can play all the stuff myself. Maybe not to the level that I want it to be played, but like hey, you got to do something. Like you can't just stand still and expect people to want to come listen to it. So you either drop it now or never drop it and hope people still care. Like that's where I've been at. And I can't just sit back. Cuz like when I was sick, I was like, damn, nobody's promoting my music for me. Nobody's promoting this stuff for me. So it just all fell on me.
Sounds like you're in that phase of, I don't want to say learning the hard way, but you are learning that if you, in order to make it, you have to put in all that work.
It sounds like one of those things where if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. I can relate because for the first, I would say the first year of this adventure I've been on, it wasn't until I called Cody. When COVID shut the project down, and I called Cody and was like, "What do you think about doing this podcast thing?" And he was into it. That was the first time in almost a year that anyone else gave a shit about what I was doing. Yeah. Right? Like, I had started to like talk about it and get people excited about it, but no one was trying to help.
Yeah.
I was full in.
Yeah, Cody was all in on day one.
Yeah.
And then from that, the excitement that we created with each other brought in more people, and then we met BDJ.
Yep.
And BDJ slowly crept into my life, and we became friends, and when we started doing this video thing, I was like, man, won't you come be a part of this?
Yeah.
And he's and that's brick by brick by brick building that community, and it's fucking hard. It's really hard to make people care about what you're doing.
It's taken a while, and now that I think we're at a great level with it. We're having extra guests come in and sit on the show. I want to thank Doug. Doug, thank you for coming into the
Thanks
show.
for being here,
You
Doug.
having a good time?
Absolutely.
Cool. BDJ, you having a good time over here?
I'm always having a good time. It's nice being able to sit in front of a computer like I do the rest of the workday.
We're having a good time. We're having a good time. I don't know if we are, but I'd just like to say we're having a good time.
I'm having a phenomenal time.
Dude, me too, man.
Marvelous.
Indeed. So yeah, Michael, I think you're absolutely right about what you were saying, and but my question to you is, with that being said, Tavius, are you looking to do any sort of collabs with anybody on this album, or is it just going to be all me, all day?
Collabs? Not really. It's 2022. Mm-hmm. This was supposed to be my Prince year. Like, I've wrote so much music. I have enough music for a rapper to come in and record. Like, maybe like a band of people that want to sound like Mac DeMarco, and maybe like some guys that like grunge. They can come in and get like some of my leftover tracks from this album, but we'll have a sound. We'll all sound different, but it'll be us, and we'll be from the same area. Like that's all I've been trying to do, and I guess people don't trust me enough to like believe in me to do it. But like literally, my last album don't sound like this album. Like that's kind of how I like gauge it. Like why don't y'all, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, for those watching, I think what you're hearing is a man that is looking for some people to jam with that want to take it seriously.
Basically,
that's the one common thread of most of the artists we've had on the show is, it's some of the bands that we've had on were like 4 and 5 guys. We almost always bring up about how you're able to keep it together.
Yeah.
Because that seems like everyone's biggest challenge. And, it could be a regional thing. It could be, that you're just at different levels than other people. That I don't know what the reason may be. I'm sure there's a million different reasons why it's hard to keep a band together. But, what you're hearing, if you're watching, you're a musician and you like this sound, reach out to the man because clearly the man's talented. Clearly he has a direction he's going in and a vision.
True. And,
you could be a part of that. And I know somebody's got to be watching this right now thinking the exact same thing you're thinking. I just wish I could find someone that would take this shit seriously.
It's me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here watching the show going, get me on a track, Tavius. What do I got to do, man? What does it take? Just
We'll do it soon.
We will.
Give
He
me,
just
give me
giving
about
you
3
what
weeks.
everyone's
3
doing
weeks.
here.
Give me 3 weeks.
Okay.
I'm normally good about getting back with him. Like, I've literally just, like, I started that new job. I got sick and then, like, trying to
It's been a
get
lot.
everything back together.
You watch out for it, though, man. One of the tracks
I
might
can't
say,
wait to hear it.
Might say featuring Cody with a K. We don't know yet.
Can't wait to hear
We'll
it.
give him 3 weeks. We'll see where we're at. But yeah, exactly. The new sound is great, and I can't wait for the whole album for it. You know, what else is going on? What else is new, Tavius? What else do you have planned? What's in the future?
I really want to go see my homegirl, Mavis Staples. She's doing some music festival in Charleston, like April 22nd. And, like, all my faves are getting old.
Yeah.
Like, Ronald Isley, I think he'll be 81 this year. Dionne Warwick will be 82. James Ntume died last month.
Sad.
So, like, yeah, I really want to go see, like, all my favorite old people this year. Because, like, COVID put a damper on everything, but, like, now they're starting to come back out, and I just really want to go see my homies.
Yeah.
That's
Is
it.
there anyone new that we should know about?
Yeah.
Anyone new that you're listening to that maybe
New?
we should check out?
Mm,
Or newer?
I don't know. I've been,
Because
like,
that genre's kind of dying with those people. Like the people, you know, I talk about this a lot. I love '90s R&B music,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Big time. Love that stuff. You know, the Quiet Storm, and like R&B music today, for the most part, I would say popular R&B music.
It's all baby making.
Well, it's all about
No.
cheating and going behind your back and like they, you know, Boys to Men and Aaliyah. They were writing songs about being in love.
Okay, but you
Right,
can't. You
but-
kind of can't lump Aaliyah in there because like Robert was writing her songs, and that's just like a weird
Okay,
rabbit hole.
Robert.
I don't want to go down.
Okay, well, I just happened to heard her recently, so she's on the brain.
Yeah,
4-page letter. It's a good song.
very.
But those '90s, a lot of those R&B artists were writing songs, you know, love songs. You know, and then but now you know you flip on to an R&B station and it's all about, you know, going behind someone's back and cheating on your man and this and that, and you're spending your man's money or your woman's money, and it's like this isn't this isn't what I want to hear. Like,
Yeah, or like making love under the influence of drugs and Molly and stuff.
yeah, I mean, I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm just saying, like, that to me, that's not R&B. So
mean-
it's kind of like the same thing what you're talking about. That genre's kind of dying. So that's the reason why I asked the question. Like, who's new that's picking up that torch?
I
think
don't
Tavius
really.
is.
I've been trying to take the torch. Like not trying. Like I've been saying they handed me the torch and like basically
They did.
walking around with my dick on the table holding the torch like come and take this from me. But like I guess it's not mine to take. But like I guess it's a culture shift going on. This last
Gotta
10
be.
years, everybody's like abandoning everything, and I don't know. We kind of the generations before us knew how to act in public and how to act at home. The problem now is everybody wants to act the way in public that they do at home, and that's not how life has ever worked. So now it's flowing into the music. Like
It is.
like Smokey Robinson said on like a Breakfast Club interview, we couldn't write all that stuff that y'all can write and release now. But if we could, we probably would have. But at the same time, it's just you have to be clever. You had to be clever with how you wrote stuff in there. Like,
Yeah, they're just dropping little breadcrumbs for you, and now the songs just lay it all out for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
leave
can I write
something
a
to the
song about-
imagination.
Can I write a song about farting and murder porn?
I think
That's
so.
pretty much what happens in my house.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That was a terrible joke.
Yeah.
It's not really, because like that's still refreshing to the same 4 themes we hear every day. Like, I just wish people would bring the human experience back to music and like stop trying to be a product all the damn time. Like,
yeah, which is what I like about our show. And I know we brought it up before about our show. We've talked about our show before, but like yourself and all of the other artists that we talk to are all so original. And you're not hearing the same common themes that you're hearing on the radio or in you know popular top 20 music. You know what I mean? Everybody that sits on this couch, the casting couch
Oh God.
that you're sitting on right now, has
Made him feel dirty.
oh yeah. Well, we were talking about R&B.
Speaking of putting your dick on the table.
Yeah, exactly. It's that time of the show.
Oh God.
But yeah, man. My point is there's been a lot of originality come through here, and this new sound that you've got is super original, and it just left me wanting more.
We celebrate that. We celebrate
Yeah.
originality.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's what we're all about, building this community. I think a lot of your frustrations, well, I won't say a lot. I'll say some of your frustrations will be alleviated when we do. This summer, we get this place open and we start to create these events and these nights where people can come and express themselves, and who knows what could come of it. We can make it whatever we want it to be.
Exactly.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And I think people will show up.
Wait. Did I ever tell y'all about the story where I got like silently booed in Atlanta?
No.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
So
Story time.
I want to say it was last April or May. My mom sent me a screenshot from this thing on Facebook, and they were like, "Come to Atlanta, blah blah blah, perform. And it's a showcase. It'll be judged." Okay. I took off work, went down there, did it.
Was there a lot of people there? Where was it at? Was it at a theater?
It was at a little bar or restaurant, but I guess they do this all the time. But it was mostly like musicians and their girlfriends. It wasn't really anybody in there who like didn't make music.
Sounds like an event venue, or sounds like a music venue.
Yeah.
And like nobody judged it. But when I went to perform, and this might have been
Oh, they
the
were
reason,
judging. They were judging.
They were judging. Because like I did Say It With Your Heart. And maybe Atlanta wasn't the right city to do that song. I probably should have done like I Got Time or Slow Love, but we all dance to the same thing. Like it sounds like a TikTok song. I thought I was good. But when I tell you I got up there and everybody was staring at me like that Dave Chappelle skit where John Mayer was playing the guitar.
No way, man. That sucks, man.
Was the whole night like that?
I mean, that was... No, because everybody else there was really like rappers and like spoken word and the popular
They had
R&B
spoken
of
word
today.
and they silenced you. That's
Because like they didn't boo, they just like gave me like, what the hell is this dude doing? And I was just like, oh, okay.
I mean, you know what it is? I think that maybe they had this misconception that you're going to sound a certain way, and when you got up there, you blew their minds with a different sound, and I guess it just wasn't... I mean, if you're saying that they were mainly doing, like, rap and... What do you mean spoken word? Like poetry?
Like dudes, yeah, like, not quite
Slam
slam poetry, but
Yeah.
something like that, like peaceful slam poetry. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's insane. Say It With Your Heart's a great song, man.
It is a great song, and I'm just trying to think if there's a way we could crowbar in spoken word night at the Rooster.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to say anything mean,
Yeah.
but I've never been to a spoken word event, so I'm not going to judge until I see it for myself. But I have some thoughts. I have some thoughts.
Doug, have you
Doug,
ever
what do
seen,
you-
wasn't that
you ever seen
bad.
spoken word poetry in person? Twice.
Was it good?
Not at all.
Give me a subject matter. I'll give you guys some spoken word.
Oh, this is going to be good. Board games.
Bored? Am I bored? Playing games? Monopoly? Fake money? Thimble makes honey. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Spoken word. Was that good?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No claps.
I love
Doug,
it.
did you like that?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. What do you think?
I think it was better than the vagina monologues.
Yeah, I think so too. What do you guys think?
I thought it was great.
Thank you.
I love the thimble honey joke. Is
Tavius
reference to
is
my
the only
small
one being
penis.
honest right here.
Yeah, Tavius said it.
Tavius is
sucks.
being honest. He's keeping his mouth
Was it
shut.
better than those dudes in Hotlanta doing spoken word?
I'm gonna keep it a band with you.
All right.
yours wasn't that bad, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. But these dudes had just got out of jail. They had time to think.
Oh,
They
okay.
were.
Well,
It was-
Michael gave me a shitty subject matter.
Oh,
Board
it's
game.
my fault. You
Yeah.
suck at spoken word.
That's what it is, man.
I thought it was clever.
Yeah, board games it was good. I bet that just bored our whole audience right there. That's where everybody stopped watching right there.
Yeah, I
man.
want to see the big drop off.
Everybody clicked off right there. But if you're still watching, Tavius, tell our audience where to find you, man.
Where to find me?
Can't find him nowhere. It's exclusive.
Well, I prefer if you found me on like Cash App or Spotify, Apple Music, that whole thing. But if you want to look at me, my Instagram handle is Truck Stop Dick Pills, and I'm not changing it ever.
Please don't.
So
Please
yeah,
don't. I love that.
Truck Stop Dick Pills. Whenever you go into a gas station and you see those Rhino and Extends, just think of me.
Think of Tavius. Doug's over there on his phone typing away right now. I gotta find this man.
Hit him up. He'll put it on the table for you.
Exactly.
That might cost you a little extra.
Exactly. Well, dude, I think we've put it all out on the table for everybody today. Tavius, thank you again for coming on to the show, coming back to the show. And
Yeah, thank you for coming back.
next time you're back, it'll be in the green room at the Rooster. I think Michael wants to make a little bit of an announcement on our progress on opening.
Well, we got a closing date.
Yeah,
We got a closing date, so it's finally happening.
it's coming.
Yeah, it's taken a long time to get here. I don't mind dropping this on Tavius. He's a friend of the group, friend of the show, friend of the venue. However, we're gonna say that.
Yeah.
But it's finally happening, y'all. And a month or two from now, you'll see us in there making some noise.
Getting some update videos during the construction process.
Yeah, we're I don't want to make any official announcements yet because I'm not going to believe it until I have that piece of paper signed.
True.
It's taken so long, but we've come so far. We've grown a lot. We've turned this. I mean, I don't want to. I think every episode we've done has been good, but I think we've gotten a whole lot better with what we're doing here.
We can toot our own horn.
Yeah, and when we get into the green room, I'm literally going to paint the walls green screen green.
That's good.
So that every wall we can superimpose whatever we want. Like it's going to be a legit green room. We're going to be doing this way more than once a week.
Yep.
We're going to be doing everything we can to entertain you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So keep supporting us, please, and for Christ's sake, check out Tavius's music. The man he's a master musician.
Musical genius. And if you're out there and you want to collab, hit this man up. Make some great music.
Be Cash App ready.
Be Cash App ready though.
Shout out to Doug Benson for sitting in the chair today.
That's right.
Due to
Allegedly.
Yeah, due to licensing, we can't show his face.
Exactly. Allegedly.
But yeah, great show.
Great
Thanks,
show,
guys.
man.
Thanks again.
Thanks, Tavius.
Thanks for the
BDJ.
invite.
Yeah.